what's up? So, things have been a little bit crazy and busy for me, and just really haven't had a whole lot of time to actually sit down and make a video. So, I am truly sorry about that. You know, life is crazy, and I have been dealing with life. Sorry about my phone. It's slipping and it's sliding, and so if you get a weird angle, I'm sorry. So God keeps us safe through the storms, and boy, have we had a lot of storms and some very crazy weather for June. I'm in Oklahoma, so I can really only speak for Oklahoma on what I know to be normal. Okay, normally in June is where we actually have like a predictable weather pattern for the most part, which is going to be hot. And usually we're already into like the 100 and, the 100-degree weather mark. But where I am at in Oklahoma, we're just barely reaching 90 degrees. We haven't even broke 100 yet. Which is the first odd thing. The next odd thing is storm after storm after storm after storm. It has been so intense with the weather and the storm and just everything else that's going on. It's insane. But it looks like we are out of the storms, and it looks like we may not have any for a while. It looks like we're going to drop down into the 80s and then back up into the 90s. So I don't know. Apparently in July, that's when we should hit the hundreds, but there's no telling. I don't know. I feel like the weather is changing like every 5 minutes. At least, bare minimum, you can look at the weather one day and it has changed the next day, or you can look at the weather that morning, but you need to look at it again at least one time in the afternoon and one time before you go to bed, because things have been changing so quickly with the weather. You don't even know what's really going on, because the weather people have no idea what's going on. And a lot of people saying that for their region of what state they live in, a lot of people are saying, well, the weather's not normal here either. So it's so I'm going to look at this as it's either globally or it's mostly global, that weather has not been the same, and it just keeps getting stranger and stranger. But I can't speak for one more place, which is California. I grew up in California, and you could never pay me enough money to step one foot in that state ever again. Not happening. But the weather, just between last year and the beginning of this year, I watched the California weather, and I can personally say something ain't right with the California weather. It has been wonky, off the charts, and just way out of the normal. And that was my first indication that weather has shifted, weather has changed. The weather is going to not be the same. Now, they are saying that we're going through this like El Nino. I think that's what it is. But anyways, we're supposed to get hotter. And the earth is supposed to start basically boiling. Well, If you look at the book of Revelation, what does it say? In the first 3.5 years, 1/4 of the vegetation will burn up. So the world is going to burn. So that is, to me, the weather is showing a foreshadowing of what is being predicted in the coming 7 years of tribulation. Right now, we are in the period of grace. We're under God's grace right now. But all of that is fixing to change in the twinkling of an eye. And we can definitely see the setup for worldwide food shortages, vegetation burning up, which is only going to make what the government's doing way worse. And we just see all these signs of everything coming together. And believe me, it's incredible to see Bible prophecy just leaping off of the pages and see the setup and the foreshadowing of the coming years of the coming 7 years of tribulation, where God removes his grace completely from the earth and gives Antichrist, Satan, almost full reign. I'm going to say that Satan's not going to have 100% reign. I'm going to say he's going to have like 99.9% of reign upon the earth, because this is the reason why I give that percentage is because God's in control no matter what, and Satan is still going to be told, no, you can't do that. But how right now we are in the age of grace, and Satan has like very little freedom. Like, I almost feel like the a long time ago, it's almost like the roles were reversed, where God has 100% control. He always has, always will. But he has given so much percentage and certain rules and guidelines of what Satan and his demons can do, because God has his grace upon us. But when that rapture happens, God's going to remove that grace, that period of grace. And all hell is going to break loose upon the earth, and it is going to be the worst 7 years. Just by looking at the weather alone, you can tell we're going crazy. But all of the signs, there are so many signs that are just adding up collectively, and we are about to be raptured, and this world is about to be shaken to its core. Please get the word out. Rapture soon. Don't know the day, time, or hour, but we are definitely in that season. The foreshadowing is happening, and just let the Lord lead and guide you to do what he has called you to do. All right. Bye, guys.